Finally, it goes live. All right. Hello, everybody. We have 159 people tuning in. I apologize. I'm Ronald, the rules lawyer, and I announced this for a time 1 hour earlier than the actual time. This kind of shows how frazzled I am a bit today because I've had such a, busy but also really huge growth of the channel this week because Wizards of the Coast has been doing a fantastic job directing traffic towards me and checking out other systems besides Dungeons and Dragons. And, a lot of my private GMing that I've been doing, which there are still spots open, check out my channel and my Discord, usually has an intimate audience of maybe 4 people in chat. And so I apologize to I don't know how... if my players today expected kind of such a big turnout because forces of history have intervened and have brought lots and lots of people to want to see what this beginner box is, which I've been saying in many streams and videos this week as the best way to learn the system. And I've also announced a event on my server where already we have over 100 people who have signed up, like 40 people to become game masters to teach people the Pathfinder beginner box. And so that's going to be a big event that's going to be happening from February 2 to the 6th. That is going to be, to join that, you just join my server, and that is the pinned link in the chat. So I'm just going to ask my players today to... Oh, this is a Prelude. This is actually a group of 5 players, but 2 people have already played Pathfinder role-playing game before, so they're not going to be part of this Prelude to Crown of the Cobalt King, which is the level 1 to 6 adventure set in the town of Falcon's Hollow, which is a dungeon campaign. But I'm going to be, mashing it up with the beginner box today with those players who are new to the system. So I'm just going to go around and ask people to say who you are, whatever you'd like, and that's it. So I'll start from the top. And also say what character you're playing, and anything about them that you'd like. So Bob, why don't you start?
Well, hello everyone. My name is Bob. I have been a tabletop role-playing gamer for most of my life. I haven't had the opportunity to play that much of Pathfinder 1E or 2E, so I thought this would be a great way to get a start and learn how to play it and possibly run it someday.
Mm-hmm. And I want to make sure chat can hear everybody fine. I don't see any complaints. Good. And what is Jahan O'Hollow?
Oh, right. My character is I thought if I want to learn the basics, I better start with the basics. Human fighter. Mm-hmm. He is a local to the setting of this adventure, Falcon Hollow. His mom runs bar, and he helps his mom tend bar, toss out unruly customers, and picks up odd jobs doing in the lumber mill industry that is predominant in the town.
And you said he tosses out unruly customers. Is that why he has the hefty hauler feet that gives him a greater carrying capacity?
Yes, that both applies to lifting drunken patrons as well as hauling logs.
Okay, and I should mention Falcon's Hollow is a rough and tumble town. Think Wild West, think Deadwood. It's in a very it's a very neutral, good, lawful leaning nation called Andoran in the Galarian campaign setting, and it's a company town essentially owned by the Lumber Consortium, which is under the thumb of a certain family named. And that family's headed by Thuldrin Creed. Look at that mug. Look at that face. Isn't that lovable? It's the big employer in town. And there's a Temple of Iomade in the center of town that is one of the people allied with the overseeing government. But there's been some tensions between between the Temple of Iomade, which is lawful good, and much of the vice in town, the corruption, gambling, prostitution, settling things by force outside the law. Um, let me then ask, who's our player of a cleric of Iomade? Who is that? Shaz? Is that you, Shaz?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, hello everyone. I am Shaz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Singapore. And I am playing Brother Kirill, who is a cleric of Iomade, to be specific, a war priest. And he's based in Falcon's Hollow, kind of, you know, it was not his choice to be there. He was kind of deployed there for some reason, and whenever he has the opportunity to adventure, he goes for an adventure, because he was previously actively in a military setting, and he wants to have those adventures again, despite his grim deployment.
Mm-hmm. And Lady Serthana is the priestess of Iomade in this town, who has openly criticized the Feldrin Creed. And so a lot of the loggers actually try not to openly talk to her. And she's hoping that some other follower of hers might be able to have some success. Let me quickly get my little cheat sheet. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Hold on.
Damn those pajama bottoms.
Okay. Next is Henry. Tell us about your character.
I'm Henry. I don't have any experience with Pathfinder 2e, but I'm currently designing my own tabletop system called Wizard Bullets, and I've been copying some stuff from Pathfinder 2e, and so I thought, well, I should probably play it before I steal too much.
Well, they plan to put it in an open source license, so...
Yeah, I mean, not everything's gonna be taken. It's kind of a mishmash of all my favorite stuff, but it's not available for public testing yet. I'm actually just starting the internal testing. I just started that, but I will be playing Clayton Brown, the gunslinger, and I'm not native to the town that we'll be playing in, but I have been staying there for a while. I definitely go bar hopping and do all sorts of the nefarious stuff like gambling and all sorts of stuff like that. I might get on Jihan's nerves, but I'm still kind-spirited. I've got a heart of gold, so I'll help around the town every now and again, and try to make ends meet.
Okay, great. So, I have some complaints about sound, and I hope... Let's do some sound test. Say words, Bob.
Words, Bob.
Okay, Henry, words.
Words.
And Shaz.
Orc.
Orc, yeah, that's right. All right, so tell me if anybody is too loud, too soft, and I'm also going to turn some background sounds on. As you can see, there's a lot to juggle. This is what, TV personality, they have a staff. I'm just being a little ranty today because my live stream yesterday was kind of scatterbrained because I didn't have time to prepare some notes before the session, and then I had to live react to a duplicitous statement by Wizards of the Coast that I'm sure everybody's aware of in the chat. Anyway, for the Horde, says Celtic Owl. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna say I want to try to do the beginner box in 2 sessions, so I'm only able to give it limited attention to chat, so I want to apologize in advance. But I encourage people in chat to ask questions, and other people in chat who are here to help answer their questions. Also, my players, don't be nervous. It doesn't seem like any of you are nervous, but there's no stupid questions with the beginner box or with me. I am a teacher by trade. Well, I was an after-school middle school teacher of running a class of 30 middle schoolers who were GMing RPGs. So I answer questions. I consider myself someone who's good at what I do through Trial by Fire, and a lot of your questions that you'll be having, interrupt me if something doesn't make sense, will be shared by people in the audience. Okay, so there is a very rowdy tavern in town called the Rouge Lady, and there is Brother Kirill is not invited to this meeting. He has not been approached. But Clayton Brown and Jahan O'Hollow, you've been approached. You tell me maybe some of you were not so happy with the idea of working. Well, Jahan works for in his mother's tavern. But Clayton Brown, what were you doing before this particular night to earn money?
To earn money, well, I might like go around town, see if people need help, and I'll get paid like just a little bit of something. And then with that small bit of change, I'll go gambling and try to make more of it.
All right, so you're not working for the big company. You're like a third-party publisher?
Nope. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this mash-nosed guy who's well-known in town, he's called Payday. He is one of the people who has direct access to Feldrin Creed. He approached you to have this meeting tonight and said that you were someone who looked like you could use a job. That you had some talents. And
I've got talent, and I definitely need some change, so...
Yeah, and Jahan O'Hollow, how are things financially for your character? And how old is he?
I'm saying he's 20.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got back from hauling logs. He's covered in sawdust, and he's thinking to himself, yeah, I probably look like I need some cash. And
yeah,
it's true.
So he has two jobs. He's working by day, and he's a third-party publisher.
Yep.
Like working in the tavern at night. So he's got 3 jobs.
He's got 3 jobs.
Because this is third-party publishing, him working, trying to get some extra change.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it makes more sense than any to meet in your mother's tavern. I assume it's is it one of the, where is it in the scale of establishments in this rough and tumble town?
I'm saying mid tier. Mm-hmm. It is not expensive. It is not where the well-heeled it is not where the landowners would party, but also it has standards. Certain types are not welcome in the bar.
Yeah, it's not a place to get drunk and have a bar fight.
Or like have thieves guild meetings, or like and like if you harass the waitstaff, you do get kicked out.
Okay. Well, and Shaz, does your character openly wear the holy symbol of Iomade in town?
Yep, it does.
Okay. Well, I think you're in the corner of the tavern, and when Payday walks in, sees you, and, suspiciously, and takes a table far away from you and wants to talk to these other 2 people. He says, we got some cantankerous workers here who keep complaining about every little thing, think they're not being paid enough, and we've had some... Our fishery in town is starting to miss some of its fish and wanting to charge more prices. Can you believe that? So I just need someone to troubleshoot, figure out what's going on. She says the barrels are secure in her basement, but that there's a big hole in the wall, and has no idea whether some monster or creepy crawlies are going in and taking the fish. So that's it. I can pay you for your help too. You can trust Payday.
I mean, it's in the name.
See, now you've piqued my interest.
Yes. and I'm just
Brother Kirill can hear all this, right?
um
Is he
I
within earshot?
um make a perception check.
All right. Let's
Our
go.
first roll of the
First roll.
game. Just trying to figure out what the gold reward is. Oh, do you know how to do it? So this is going to be a little
Yep.
clunkier audience than usual because I don't know if the three of you, who of you have used Foundry before?
Oh, I have.
Okay,
I
and
used
has
it to run
Shaz?
Lancer.
I have not.
Okay. 19, you have heard that. I mean, you are hearing this. Okay.
Right.
He tells you that there is gold in this. And maybe someone in chat can tell me the gold amount. I want to say 10 gold per player.
I was about to say, what's the rate? And
Yeah.
Are we talking thieves or are we talking pests? Or do we not know? I'll ask
Talking
Payday.
thieves or what?
Thieves or pests. Pest animals.
Well, the owner said that it was broken into and that there was only one fish left. So, she thinks that they were hauled away. So somebody scooped them up and put them in, and does not think it was a pest.
Right, because then they would leave, half chomped on fish behind.
Yeah,
All
unless
right.
it was a hoarding
Yeah.
animal. Anyway, that's not what Payday says. He's not the smartest. That was the GM talking. Just then.
That was GM talking. Okay, alright. Alright. Well, yeah, I've talked to my mom, but I'll get off my shift. When I get off my shift, I'll, I don't know, slap on some armor and, go check it out.
Yeah.
How about, I'm guessing that Clayton's a regular at the bar, so maybe I've known him before, met him, chatted to
Yeah.
him. before.
I might have helped you throw someone out. I might have been thrown out sometimes too.
You guys can
So-
make it up. I'm learning this from Rules Light Systems, which I'm also dabbling in now too, letting the players make up the world. Yeah.
I've
what
had
do you guys
I've
think?
had to dunk you in the water barrel a couple times to sober you up before sending you home.
Yeah, definitely a couple times.
It is 10 gold per player, so that's what Payday offers
Okay.
you. And I see some comments about 10 gold per player. Think of Pathfinder 2e as using the silver standard. It's the prices. Multiply everything by 10. And before I use one of my patented bathroom breaks, I'm notorious for bathroom breaks. I want to say two. What was I going to say? Oh, that today is also going to highlight how you can really run the beginner box out of the box without much preparation. Okay, I have a lot of experience. This whole thing that I just went through was not in the box. The box just puts you at the dungeon entrance. But especially with the premium module on Foundry for the beginner box, it's going to be quite easy. I just opened this world and I'm going to be running it. Then what else was I going to say? Not remembering. I'll remember in a second. I'll be right back.
So Clayton and I definitely know each other, and we
Yep.
probably also do know Brother Kyril. I think everyone knows Brother Kyril.
At least
Yep.
somewhat. Maybe not spoken to him, but
We know a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like Brother Kyril, but your money's good, and
Yeah, in fact, like, it's very odd to see him in a tavern. Um, so,
All right.
yeah, you guys can actually, like, ask Brother Cairo, because I'm thinking of approaching Payday from behind and, like, nicely asking to join.
That
This,
sounds good. And I
Yeah.
realized something. He offered the two of you 30 gold total.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
So
nice.
you want to approach payday, brother Kirill?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I'm gonna approach Payday from behind
What do you
and
want?
do the Well, Payday. I heard that you're sending these lads off to do some job that could earn some money for them.
What do you
I
do
was just thinking
snooping,
perhaps
listening into our
they.
conversation? You're gonna report to
Hey,
your
hey.
mistress?
Well, she's fine with it. She does not enjoy my company anyway. So like, we can try. But hey, like these lads may need someone to heal them if anything bad happens.
Gonna look over to Clayton and kind of nod. Yeah.
I'm alright with stirring the pot.
He kind of looks at the three of you and he says, well, give me a diplomacy check. Just want to see if you, what his attitude to you is.
All right. So no like circumstance.
Honestly, I'm not
Because
quite
he.
sure how I'm going to adjudicate this. I think I'm going to use 4 degrees of success in my mind that are in the system. Let's see what the number
Alright.
says.
Okay. Diplomacy.
Okay. You know,
No.
he tells you, I don't like you, and I don't, despite your intentions and despite your high and mighty badge you got there, I know that Lady Sirthana is trying to do something, and I'm absolutely not going to pay you. And he walks away.
All right.
Don't mind him, he's just a bit of an ass. We'll take you on.
Well, lads.
We split the take 3 ways. It's fair.
If you want to, but if you don't want to, I'm fine with it. Just you can give me alms essentially. I don't have to like split it equally between ourselves if we get this job done.
Nah, what's fair is fair. Pull your weight, you'll get your share. Now, come
Tell
on,
that to Payday.
Let's go take a look at that problem there. That hole in the wall.
Don't listen
Alright.
to Payday. It's just a hater.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where is she? Well, over at the fishery. Let's see. Here we go. Tamley Tarndavale over at the fishery where the basement that has the basement welcomes you into her establishment. It's just a few people who it's basically all fishermen, and there's pungent, very delicious smell of fried fish here, and she welcomes you and leads you to the basement. Do you have any questions for her?
Is the proper term of address fishwife?
She is the proprietor. She is not married.
Oh, okay. Landlord then, or landlady, whichever.
Yes.
Landlady.
If you just want to head into the basement, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay. All
I'll
right. She
ask,
says, "Thank you so much." She says, she's kind of assuming you work. She's treating you like you all work for Payday, like you're his, go-to employees, and she's kind of, a little bit shy around you. and wanting
I'm
to
gonna
make sure not to
also-
offend you.
Yeah. I think Jahan will also say, oh, by the way, my mom told me to give you this order for next week for the smoked fish snacks.
Oh, you're
To the
her
bar?
son. Oh, you're so
Yeah.
grown up now.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, anyway, of course. Tell her. I'll get her some. She can always come over and get the daily special.
Much obliged.
So, miss, how long has this been a problem?
Well, I would say it happened. The first time that it disappeared was 3 nights ago, and I thought it was just a weird thing, and I didn't. It happened overnight, so I thought maybe just some thieves got in. But it happened again last night, so it's going to be a problem if it keeps happening.
Twice in 3 days. That's not good.
Yes, and these fishermen, I've already paid them the money. It's a complete loss to me.
All right, well, let's take a look at it.
All right. The stairs squeak as you descend and into the fishery, and she doesn't want to go down. And what is the party's light source? And who would be in the front?
I can take point.
Okay, Jahan.
I
our
can
fighter.
cast light.
I have no light source, so it's on you guys.
Let me
Alright.
let me cast light on John. Do you have any weapon or shield
Sure.
that I
yeah.
can cast light? Yep. I'll
I
just
got,
cast light.
I got a steel shield.
Okay.
All right.
Do I have
So I'll
to
cast.
do I have to say any thanks to Yamade?
No.
Okay.
It's just me. I thank Ayomide. You just do your thing, man.
Well, thank you, brother.
You were just her humble agent.
Yeah.
And well, you head down the stairs to try to find out what's been taking the fish. In the center of the basement, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish. 2 of them have been smashed open, spilling their contents on the floor, and you only see there's like 3 fish there. And in the east wall is a large hole opening into darkness. Okay, so
Right.
I will. We're gonna. When you're not in an encounter in Pathfinder, you're in what's called exploration mode. Where basically, think of yourself. You could be doing a whole number of things. You could be trying to be quiet. You can be looking for danger, but it's a bit gamified in Pathfinder, where you are concentrating on one thing, and it has a mechanical bonus or benefit. If you have a shield, you can be defending yourself so that you are always having your shield raised effectively, even before your first turn in battle. You can also be searching for secrets. You can also be trying to avoid notice, concentrating on not making any noise and hiding behind all sources of cover that you can find as you advance. These are defined in the system, but also a GM could just talk to their players and ask you, what are you doing? So I will ask you guys, what do you want to do?
I think that Jahan is kind of new to this. He's a fighter and he has a self-taught fighting style. He knows how to use weapons, but he's never delved before. So he's going to be defending himself.
Yeah. What is he feeling? Is he a little scared since is this his first danger, really?
He's been in scraps, but not like going into a creepy basement where something might jump out of him. So yeah, he's got a little apprehension, got a little excitement.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of thing they sing about in the stories.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Brother Kirill, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna investigate.
Oh, you can also cast a
the
spell
barrel.
every turn, such as Detect Magic. However, it does make noise when you're casting a spell.
And I'm just gonna investigate the barrels to see, like, to try to ascertain, like, if it is really human, like it's caused by humans, like it was humans who stole the fish, or it's something else.
Okay, good.
Yeah, can I assist him in that? Because I also wanted to do that.
Sure. Okay, go ahead and go where you would like. You can move now, I'm sure. All right. So I see Jahan is proceeding kind of towards that hole in the wall, and Clayton is. This barrel. The ones that are closer to the hole in the wall have been smashed open, and let me see. I'm trying to get the info on the barrel here.
Is there one barrel that's labeled laughs?
Laughs?
As in a barrel of laughs?
No.
Okay, alright.
All right. Well, Clayton Brown and Brother Kirill, you can be investigating it, and I'm going to do. I'm looking at Clayton's skills, and I'm thinking maybe. A perception check, I think, is what I will roll, but I will do it secretly, because if I roll a critical failure, I might give false information. Clayton Brown, you're looking at this barrel, and you see that there's what appears to you to be it seems like it was stabbed through with a spear. You're looking at some of the remnants of the wood slats on the ground, and it looks like the tip of a spear was used as a kind of crowbar to you. And also, it looks like one of the fish was eaten and discarded. And Brother Kirill, you have the same observation.
All right. So spear, half-eaten fish.
Well, whoever it was, they were hungry before they came here, so. And they used spears.
And the fish is raw, right? The fish is not like preserved or anything.
Well, it's salted, so it does have some sort of preserves, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's cooked.
Okay. Are there any trails, like if these fish were moved, then is it in other trails of where it could have possibly been moved towards?
Okay, so you want to look at where the fish went and whoever took them, where they went?
Yep.
You see, Brother Kirill, what looks like a footprint. It's definitely a bare foot, but does not look human, and it's there's some congealed oil, like fish guts, and there's a clear footprint on the ground. And society is used to identify humanoids. The society skill. So who has a good society bonus? If anybody.
I have a 0.
Check.
I have a 1.
Society.
Okay.
I also have +1 society.
Okay, you may or may not
But
want to make a check. You might get false info.
It's true.
Yeah, because you would get a critical failure can happen on rolling 10 under the target number.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Do it, Brother John.
All right. You believe that this is the footprint of a kobold, which are prevalent. They are the evil humanoid ancestry in this area. There's a tribe called the True Scale Kobolds that harasses and sometimes leads to some loggers going missing.
I think it's a Kobold footprint.
Oh, just a kobold.
I mean, they are
That's scary.
quite the menace in these parts. So,
Yeah,
where do the
it,
tracks
the track
lead
led
us?
in the direction of the hole.
Well, whatever it was, it went this way. I'll pull out my gun, my dueling pistol. I'll make my way towards
All right.
the hole.
So there's a strange chittering coming from the hole, and suddenly a massive rat the size of a dog emerges from the darkness. We have a fight on our hands, folks.
Oh shoot! Ah, he's right there.
Yes. And you know what? They can have cool adjectives. Hold on, let me do some. This is a module, an optional module in Foundry that I've turned on that I enjoy.
Oh, I see.
Hold on.
It's an energetic giant rat.
Yeah. Add counting numbers. Okay.
So I see that's to distinguish otherwise indistinguishable monsters from each
Okay,
other.
it's a rhetorical one now. All right.
It's not real, it's rhetorical.
And it's a soulless and unbiased.
Yeah. Oh, something the audience is also going to be seeing is encounter balancing on the fly is pretty straightforward. I just are throwing 75% of enemies versus a 3-person party. So we're going to roll initiative now. On the upper right corner, click Encounters, and you can right-click it if you want it to become its own separate window. And yeah, and then you'll see a d20 in there next to your name. And yeah, if you have a pop-up asking you to add circumstance bonuses and stuff, and you don't want that to happen by default, go under Settings, and you can change that behavior. Okay. Let's see. Do I have... I don't have a sound... Hold on. I'm gonna have a difference. Looks like this module might not have combat music, so let me fix that. So, ideally I would have prepared ahead of time some things, but I guess you can see, the audience can see how quickly you can set things up. Okay, now I go under music. This is a free sound set. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna say that they were trying to evade notice, so they were rolling stealth for initiative. Okay, the result's the same. Clayton Brown, what you were describing sounded like you were being hyper aware, so I'm gonna say you were scouting and giving the entire party +1 to initiative. That's another thing you can do in exploration. Jahan and Brother Kirill, you're both tied for initiative, so it's up to you. So you heard the squeaking noise.
You go first, Brother John. You're in front.
Yeah, I'm
Brother Jahan.
Brother Jahan. Okay. All right. I'll go first. Let's see. Gonna stride for my first action to try and get into that gap.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was defending, I already had my shield but I need to raise my shield again if I want to defend more, right?
I assume what you were saying before, unless you say something new, is your default. So you didn't ever say you're doing something different. So your shield is up. Oh, you know what though?
Okay.
Your turn started, so it
Right.
came down again.
Okay. That's how that works. Sorry, 5e brain. Let's do a strike on the rhetorical giant rat that is within reach.
Okay. Everybody has 3 actions. You spent your first action walking forward, and action 2 to strike. So, target it. Yep.
And then...
So in Foundry, this is for the audience too, you hover over it and press T, and then the Foundry knows to compare your attack roll to its AC.
Let's roll a strike.
Yep.
Ability on, proficiency on. Let's roll.
And whoa! We start with a critical hit. He rolled a 16, folks, and fighters are hyper accurate in this game. They are experts in all weapons. So he has a +9 bonus, and 25 is at least 10 higher than the giant rat's AC. So he rolled critical damage, which doubles everything, including the modifier. You did 24 damage to this rat and have exterminated it. It's now a stain on the floor. You have a third action.
My third action, I'm going to raise a shield.
Okay.
I'm first level. I don't know how forgiving this system is, but...
Yeah. Let's see. I think there's a macro to raise your shield. Go under Compendiums in the upper right corner. Compendium Packs.
Compendium Packs, okay.
Type macro.
Actions.
And you want to go to Action Macros.
Action...
And then...
Oh, action macros. Okay,
yep.
Action macros. And then...
Once you're inside, drag raise a shield onto your hotkey bar.
On the hotbar. Oh, I see.
Okay. So whenever your token is selected, you can just press the number, and it will raise and lower your shield.
Oh, very convenient. Clicked on here.
Mm-hmm.
And raise a shield.
So that is... Oh, you raised it on Brother Kirill.
How did I... What?
Or maybe he did. I don't know. Okay, while you're working on that, Brother Kirill can go.
Huh.
Alright. Oh man, it's such a tight spot. Okay, so... Oh my, why am I... I'm not raising a sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I use the macro, Chiral raises a sheet.
Yeah, you must have Chiral's tokens highlighted.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my first action to strike.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and how's the light down to the tunnel?
Well illuminated by Jahan, who shines bright light in 20 feet.
Alright, okay. If that's the case, then since Brother Clayton will be charging in after this, I'm gonna use my second action to cast guidance on him, so that he will shoot through.
Okay. Alright, so Brother Clayton, you see in chat the guidance spell?
Yes.
Alright, those red rectangles can be dragged onto your token. How about Brother Kirill put guidance immunity on him? So guidance can only, the guidance spell can only be cast once per hour per target. It's a much weaker spell than in 5e, but it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's free. Okay.
How do you do that?
You should be able to drag the effects onto the token. Do you have the chat showing in Foundry?
Yep.
And you see the red rectangle saying spell effect? Oh, you got it.
Yes, there it
You
is.
did it.
Okay. I did.
And I have the
All right.
animation module on, so we got these cool animations too. Oh, and the
Yeah.
audience who's watching, every single option released by Pathfinder 2 up to the present is available for free in Foundry, and there's no subscription for Foundry. Cool. So that was your second action. You have a third action now.
Yep.
wanna
I'll use
raise
my
your shield?
third action. Yep, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. And Jahan, your shield's not raised. Did you want to raise it?
Every time I use the macro, it raises it on Kyril, so I'm trying dragging and dropping it into my character sheet from the
Oh, weird.
see if that. Yeah, okay, now it's.
I just did it. I think that was because I did it.
Okay, thanks.
So, was there an orange highlight around your character when you were trying to raise the shield?
Yeah, there was.
That's
I
weird.
tried targeting. I tried deselecting. I tried selecting
okay.
a target. Right now, I have a square orange highlight around all three PCs here.
All right. The soulless giant rat is going forward. It's a chaos of eyes and teeth, and it is going to try to bite you. So it will do that. 17 is going to miss you. Your AC is currently 20. It's going to make a second attack. And in Pathfinder, it has... if you do more than one attack in a turn, it becomes less and less accurate. So this will only be a +3. And that also misses. Next is the unbiased giant rat, who is going to run forward like this. Now, there is a chance for you to do something, Jahan, right now.
This is is this the attack of opportunity reaction?
Correct. So,
Okay.
every time your turn starts, you get a reaction that you can use. As a fighter, you there's like 3 triggers, I think, for you getting an attack of opportunity, and one of them is a creature leaving a square that you threaten, that you have reach towards. So go ahead and try to attack that soulless giant rat.
I look into his eyes and I realize it's got no soul behind those eyes.
Wait, I think it's the unbiased one, actually. Oh, that's a miss. And it's going to, well, let me see. I think you've been doing the attacking, John. That's going to go for Jahan. Okay. This is a 23. That will hit. It bites you right past, it gets past your shield and bites your arm. This is more than you've dealt with before.
Oh.
Ooh, and it does 7 damage. You have your shield raised, and fighters have another reaction called shield block.
Do I get more than one reaction?
You do not. So,
okay.
If you had not done attack of opportunity, you would have had the opportunity to shield block, and which would have reduced that damage by 5, and done a little damage to your shield. So
my attempt, I'm gonna say that my attempt to lash out, I dropped my guard in order to strike, and even though
Exactly.
I guess I got, yeah.
All right, and tasting blood, it's gonna make another attack. It is hungry, and that's gonna miss.
Critical miss.
Okay, Clayton.
All right. So what happens if I shoot someone that's right next to me? Do I have disadvantage or like?
You do.
They
There's
get to
no
attack
bad
me?
effect. The only thing that would be bad is if they had, and most creatures don't, it has attack of opportunity or something similar.
All right, so I'll just shoot it point blank.
Okay.
Kind of like twirl my gun, toss it to the other hand as I'm standing behind cover, so I can still stand behind it. Outreach my arm and point and shoot.
All right.
I make a strike. Do I need to target this rat or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do you want to use your guidance spell? It will give you a +1 status bonus.
Yeah, sure. Let's
All
do
right.
that.
So you can. I prefer to not, as the game is still a little simple here at level 1. You don't need to deal with that pop-up menu, just will mentally add 1.
Oh, but I can turn it on. I can turn on guidance, and I'll add that +1.
I saw a question about whether the rat is flanked. In Pathfinder 2, flanking is only if allies are on opposite sides of something. Oh! Oh!
Wham!
You rolled an 18 plus...
+10.
Wait, +10. Oh yeah, because, yes, gunslingers have fighter accuracy. And you had the guidance spell. So you rolled a 28, which is a critical hit. And firearms are, they're particularly deadly on criticals in Pathfinder. They're a little low on generic, on default damage. I think you have a D6. But when you critically hit, it becomes a D10, and you get to double it and add additional D10. So it goes from 1d6 to 3d10 damage. That was
2d10.
12 damage, and it's now just a stump instead of a head, and the rest of the body falls to the ground. You now have an empty gun.
Yes. So I need to spend an action to reload.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to do that in
Um,
Foundry, or do I? Or
you
is
don't
it
need
just
to track it in
head?
Foundry.
Okay. So my second action will be.
Well,
Conquer's-
reloading was your second action.
Yeah, my second action will be Recontra's Reload.
So
I'm gonna
actually,
create-
yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to create a diversion.
Yes, this is a special
I'm-
ability he has for this subclass he chose of being a, what is it, pistolero?
Yes.
You basically do something distracting at the same time as reloading, so it's very action efficient. You can choose to create a diversion with deception, try to distract this rat's attention with something, or to, I think, feint. Is that your other option?
I can intimidate it to demoralize.
Oh. Okay, which do you want to do?
I'll create a diversion.
Okay.
And I'll say, "Look out, rat! There's a giant cat!" And I'll be pointing out behind it.
What?
All right, so you do a deception check,
Yes,
and I see you invested in charisma. You have a +6,
I do.
and we're gonna test it against its perception DC. Whoopsie.
So am I rolling that, or are you rolling that?
You roll deception.
Okay. I already used guidance. Only works on one check, right? One attack.
Right. Then it's over.
Okay, cool. Just a +6.
Ooh,
24.
18. Okay. You have distracted it, so hold on. Chat's seeing a bunch of windows popping up. I want to see the perception of the target. Here we go. Wait, sorry. Hold on. Oh, it was there. Okay. So, because it's distracted, you become hidden to it,
Okay.
and it is flat-footed to this attack, giving it a -2 circumstance penalty to AC. So you only need to hit a
Awesome.
13 now, instead of a
Okay.
15.
I don't know what else to do for my final action.
This diversion expires at the end of your turn.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Okay. But I did reload, so I could fire again, but I would get a penalty. But I think I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
So I'll go
All right.
ahead and make another attack.
So use the second attack bonus, the lower
Yes, the -5 one.
one. Mm-hmm.
No longer have guidance. All right, so 20.
That is a total of 20, and that hits the giant rat. So roll damage. That is 6 damage. All right. It is now Jahan's turn.
Okay. I've been wounded, but there's only one wounded rat that I can see or hear. I guess we're gonna go for broke. I'm gonna open with a strike against rat.
Okay.
Longsword.
All right.
Whack. This longsword actually belongs
Once
to
blood
my
started
mom.
to spill, folks, our audience grew to 200. Okay, that's a that's a miss.
Darn.
Let's miss. Let's go multiple action. Strike number 2.
All right.
Do it.
Ooh, 16 plus 4 is enough. Looks like
It's a hit.
you destroyed it because of your high strength. The Tavern Keeper's son has destroyed, beheaded this one, and you just have some dead giant rats in front of you. Congrats. What do you do now?
Okay, I made it easier for you. Soften them up.
Oh no, Clayton!
200
totally
people learning to
killed-
play
killed-
Pathfinder. Some people are also, helping other people learn in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm reading chat. Oh, that bite looks like it's a little itchy, and I wanted a fortitude save from you, Jahan.
Oh no! I got rat bite.
And I'm going to say there are simplified monster stat blocks in the beginner box, but I'm giving you the full Pathfinder experience using the other rules that were not included.
Let's roll. Fortitude.
Okay. It's already starting to fester a bit, but there's no immediate effect because it has an onset time. No. It just has a stage 1 that does nothing yet.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. But yeah, your characters, what do you guys think of this?
These aren't the culprits, though, right? These giant rats, they don't use spears, so...
Right,
No, they
right.
look big
Auto
enough to
attack.
do so, but no, there's something else in this tunnel. We better be ready.
Yeah. Brother John, will you be okay with that bite?
I have to clean it out once we're done.
All right. Just tell me if you feel anything strange as we go along.
All right. I won't turn into a rat person, will I?
I mean, hopefully not.
Well, think of it on the bright side. If you do, your mother will kiss you again. So,
Is this a group that
That's
has...
true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a group that has a healer's kit?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do
Oh,
have
I
a
also
healer's
had
kit.
meant to figure something out. Maybe one of our... Maybe the two characters who knew each other can help with the gunslinger's expenses. The gunslinger overspent a little bit. Like 7 silver.
yeah, Shaz gave me 7 silver.
Oh, you
to
worked
buy
that out?
speed pills.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Did I miss anything?
Oh.
Okay. Well, the cavern yawns into the darkness, and there's a little chill in the air coming from below.
All right, I think we'll have to go down there.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
and Pathfinder kind of assumes you'll do what you can to try to heal yourselves to as close as you can to full between combats. That's why I was asking about the healer's kit.
okay. Like,
So you can use the medicine skill to treat wounds. It takes 10 minutes. It's something you can attempt on somebody once per hour.
Hey, brother, could you, I don't know, look at this arm?
Sure. I mean, like you said just now that you'll be fine and maybe you'll do it at the end. But okay,
I don't know. It's
okay.
kind of itchy.
All right, all right, all right.
It's already oozing
I'll
pus.
why did you tell me that? Like, let's pass. Obviously, it needs attention. Okay, okay.
All right, you do that.
Ah,
I'll be keeping watch.
All right.
all right. So medicine.
Yeah, and also the way this works, this is almost like if any of you have played old editions of D&D, there was something called the turn, which is 10 minutes of exploration time. Treating wounds is 10 minutes, and there's other things you can do, like identifying a magic item or repairing a shield that all take 10 minutes each. So you can be searching the area if you're not involved with this healing. You can do a number of things. You can refocus to get a focus point back. Yeah. So,
Right.
Brother Kirill wants to treat Jahan's wounds. So, what you do is when you click your token, you see those buttons at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to Utility, and you'll see that there is a Treat Wounds button.
Yeah. I just press that.
Hey, everybody in the audience, click the like button. That helps the algorithm. That gets more people to see the streams happening. You just click Treat Wounds and then do the default DC 15 check.
Is it gonna be a public or a secret roll?
Public.
But okay.
Okay. The 10 is not the 15 that you needed. So you do not succeed. Brother Kirill did his best, Jahan, but still needs to...
I'm sorry, Brother John. This is much worse than I thought. Those rats went in quite deeply into you. I'll try again later on.
Yeah, and you
just
see that the
monitor
disease
yourself.
is beyond your immediate power to affect, I think. It would take bed rest
Yeah.
and like 8 hours of, treating
Yeah.
disease. But
I mean, look on the bright side. Maybe you will turn into a rat folk. I don't know. Then your mom won't bother you anymore.
is Brother
bedside
Kirill
manner
just
needs a lot
a
of
little
work.
tone deaf, or is he joking? What is he doing?
All right, John, just walk it off. Let's get moving.
All right, all right.
All right. Well, the path descends to another place, and after you squeeze through the hole, you see a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Falcon's Hollow to the north. Oh no, there's a cliff here that plunges sharply downward, and it looks like it's a somewhat perilous 10-foot. It's just a 10-foot climb down, but it looks like you'll have to use your athletic skill to climb down, and whatever else you think up. If you have other ideas to try to make that easier, you can try that, of course. Not everything is just a dice roll.
Let's see. I might have some rope. I might have been smart enough to bring rope. Do have rope.
Do you?
Not Clayton Brown. He only put all of his money in his gun.
I did.
He's a gambler.
Right.
I guess I'll anchor and let the others climb down.
All right. So, do you have a grappling hook?
I do.
I think that's part of the adventurer's kit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes this easier. Um, Okay, that lowers the number you need from 15 to 10 to safely climb down. And one character can aid another, giving them a hand, literally. And I will teach you the aid action if you want to do that.
I would like to use the aid action to
Okay.
aid the other
Who would
two.
actually do the climbing down first?
I can go.
That's okay. I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, just because of Brother Jehan's hands. I mean his arm. Yeah, I can make sure that he gets down safely.
Okay.
So, all right.
So you want to climb down first?
Yep.
Okay. So there is some anchoring the rope here, and make a athletics check. You'd have to convince me how other party members need to convince me how you're helping if you want to aid.
Oh, I'll anchor the rope myself and help him.
Okay, that lowers the DC of the climbing down.
Okay.
Okay, Brother Kirill, I'm gonna make a check. Okay, that's a critical success. So you critically succeed and go 10 feet down. Congratulations. And this also Boundary can track elevation too. And you see some giant mushrooms, Brother Kirill.
I don't know much about mushrooms.
Ah.
All right. Who's next?
Who is next?
I'm next.
Okay.
I'll climb
Again,
down.
I'll anchor and try to help
Okay.
get him down.
All right. So it sounds like you're kind of holding the rope to make sure it doesn't buckle. Okay. All right.
20.
Piece of cake for Clayton.
Then I'm going to use the grappling hook and affix the rope.
Okay, good.
So that I can go down myself.
Okay. Go ahead and make athletics.
Inventory. No, not spellcasting. Wait. Proficiencies. Here we go. Athletics. Athletics.
Someone says in chat, do the shrooms! 15 is a regular success, so you climb down 5 feet.
It definitely crossed my mind.
And as it so happens, you can jump down the last 5 feet, and you land on your feet if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a little funny, but at least it's gives some certainty. If you fall more than 5 feet, you fall prone. And you take half the damage, half the number of feet fallen as damage.
Got it. I'll leave the grapple and the rope so that we can use it when we retreat.
It's very damp here, the air is, and you see water trickling down the wall towards those mushrooms. And there's a passage to the north.
All right. I think this time I will go ahead first. Brother Jehan, you just stay behind me. Brother Clayton, watch our back.
Right on.
I raised your shield, Jahan.
I'm gonna raise my shield as well.
Okay.
Huzzah.
I'll be watching for some flanky, sneaky ne'er-do-wells.
Okay, there are thick webs in the room ahead, and patches of glowing blue fungus on the ceiling that provide dim light here. The webbing covers the floor and the walls, stretching between stalactites like curtains.
Do I see any movement? that's out of place. Is it just
Do
webs?
you?
Because
Uh, no.
right. Come on, lads.
Actually, you do see a you hear a little noise in the distance, and you see that the webs seem to like. There's something ahead. You see a strand of web just kind of like vibrate.
Hey, lads. There's something ahead. Keep your heads up. Keep your wits about you.
Okay.
Are those spider webs?
You could recall knowledge about what you're looking at. If you
Sure.
have nature or dungeoneering maybe. Does one of you want to do a skill check? And since you're in the front, Brother Kirill, I just assume that the party's following you and that you're walking in.
Yep, I am.
Okay, it looks like at this time a spider springs at you from the darkness. And alas, it actually gets to act. It gets to run towards you, but 4 initiative is rolled. Isn't that strange? That's a special ability of this monster. It goes towards you, and we're gonna
Content
roll
warning for viewers. Spiders.
Yes, arachnophobia. Content warning. Okay, here we go. Okay. You can roll initiative, folks. Actually, this is gonna be higher. No, it isn't.
I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh. Brother Kirill, you get to act now.
Alright. Okay. I guess because it's engaging me directly, I'm gonna strike it. My first action.
Okay. Where did this dude go? Okay, that is a miss.
Darn.
Hold on.
Then as a for my second action, I am gonna right away.
Oh yeah, that is a thing to disabuse yourselves of. Not most creatures do not have attack of opportunity, so just walking away from something and hiding behind tankier party members is the thing.
All right, and then my third action. Let's see. Let's see. What spell should I use? I'm gonna cast. Oh. No. I'm gonna cast guidance on Brother Jehan this time because I don't know, something may happen to him because of the red bite.
Yes. That's your third
Right.
action, and that spider is going for lunch. Munch. And it's going
Alright.
to try to bite you. Oh wait, actually... No, it's going to do a web attack. It's going to shoot a web at you. And it misses. Then it goes forward and tries to bite you. And a... 6 is going to miss. Jehan.
All right. Yeah, for some reason, I had selected all 3 of our party tokens, and
Oh.
so it was messing things up. I don't know how I did that, and I don't know how I unselected them, but it worked. Gonna stride to flanking. I'm gonna make a strike.
All right. So this is flanking audience. That means the giant spider is now flat-footed.
Does flanking only work on melee attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to strike. I like that guidance, so I'm going to turn it on.
All right, use guidance. Ooh, that's going to be 18. That is a hit.
It's a hit.
Yep.
Let's do some damage.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, that was a short fight. You have destroyed this giant spider. Jahan putting on the muscle, and it was statted down. I applied the what is it? Weak template because it's a 3-person party. Otherwise, would have a few more hit points. But it falls to the ground. You like smash it, and it just like it does those little spasms and falls dead.
All right.
That was gross.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see lots of strands of web around you.
I'll just move forward and check it out again.
Okay.
Try to avoid the webs at the same time.
Okay. So I have from the past that you guys who were searching the fish barrels earlier, what do you do by default now? Brother Kirill is defending. And what is Clayton focused on?
I was searching.
Okay.
And just keeping my eyes peeled.
All right. Okay. So you're just kind of looking carefully about you as you walk through.
Should we try to clear these webs? Should we, I don't know, back up to the safety of the previous corridor and like throw a torch in? We have torches.
How bad are the webs? Are the webs like so thick that we'll have difficulty moving, or is it just on the floor, on the ground?
It is difficult terrain, which I forgot earlier, but it is difficult terrain. So it costs an extra square of movement to walk through it.
All right. So do I see that this is a cavern on the right?
It's an alcove.
Yes, alcove. All right. Then I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. So I assume you'd be kind of poking around in there. Yeah, you see some victims, possibly in cocoons of different sizes. A couple of them are larger than others.
Okay. Any of you lads interested in these victims over here?
Absolutely. Where are their pockets?
Yeah. I'm just gonna look away. Just do what you need to do.
All right.
Right on it.
All right. You have something to
I'll be
cut open these
rummaging around.
cocoons. Is that even the right word, cocoon?
Just roll with it.
You fire your gun. What if he has a dagger?
I do. Yeah.
Well, this here looks like a bundle of inside this web is a bundle of bones and dried skin that looks like it belonged to some sort of Cobalt.
Ah,
Yeah.
I think
And-
I found a kobold.
It has a short sword with a small emerald in the pommel,
Oh, I'm taking that.
and It is of fine craftsmanship. The gem is worth about 4 gold. And there's also a vial with a light blue. It smells like mint when you open the stopper.
Okay.
Which I don't know if anyone has detect magic. That's the standard thing to ask at this time.
I do not.
Okay.
I don't.
Even if you don't have detect magic, you can try to use crafting to identify an alchemical item, or
I do have crafting.
Or other skills to identify different magic phenomena of different magical traditions.
Well, found a nice sword and a vial of something. I don't know what it does. Maybe you guys can take a look at it.
I work in a bar. I know how to identify potions
Okay.
of certain types.
All right.
Yeah, I can roll.
So let's do
I
a
can roll
secret
craft.
roll, and I realize chat should probably see the secret rolls. So Clayton, do a crafting check, but first, in the chat window, you see the little drop-down menu at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Make it I always get this confused. Private GM roll? No, blind GM roll. Make it a blind GM roll.
roll. Okay.
And then roll.
Crafting.
This will be your identify, and this will take 10 minutes too, by the way. Okay. And what's your crafting bonus?
Mine? That's a straight 0.
Oh, okay. So you think that this is an elixir of life, which
Sounds
would
promising.
heal 1 to 6 hit points and give you a little resistance for 6 hours. No, for a minute against disease and poison.
You know, Gian, I think you might want this. I'll toss it to him.
Oh, chat says you can also, for a blind roll, you don't need to deal with that drop-down menu. You can just hold control as you click. That's very useful. Thank you, Guitar Guy Nick.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'll catch it and say, sure about that? I mean, it does
Do you
smell
trust
pretty
me?
good. Gosh. Bottoms up.
Are you going to drink it?
John will quaff the potion.
All right. You feel it is definitely not an alchemical item as you down it. And roll a d8.
No.
You feel that it's like all of your senses are on fire right now. It's a healing potion. It's a magical item. And you heal 5 hit points. It was healing, but it's just a different kind of healing.
Nice.
Very cool.
I feel better.
See? What did I tell you? Alright, and then I'll take that short sword. I don't have it in my inventory.
I see your message, Guitar Guy Nick. That's useful to know. Okay. I had issues with the workbench mod. Okay. What else does the party do?
I'll take the short sword. I don't see it in my inventory.
Oh,
so...
because I never gave it to you. Let's see.
Yep.
They're usually little treasure packets, so here we are. Oh. Okay, so that's that. Are you able to open the spider's lair hoard? No, it's not even showing for you. Here it is. So you can open it, and you get to drag that short sword into your character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, and everybody, I have a module called Pop Out. Whenever you open a window, there's a Pop Out button at the top. You can make it a separate browser window.
Very nice. There we go. I got it.
Okay. This is a cool foundry effect. These webs are like overhead.
Nice. Okay, so we're not stuck, like
No, you're not
trying
stuck.
to. All right.
No.
Okay.
So we slowly move in. We get more and more stuck, and then an even bigger spider comes down.
Or like the Alien movie.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a dry heat.
Jahan, you are, as the fighter, I assume you're usually, and now that you're healthier, do you want to lead the way?
Yeah, I'll take.
And the party is just kind of be behind you.
May I go? May I like go AFK for about 5 minutes? I need to.
Okay, we're
Do we
kind
have
of
a
getting
break?
to the midway point. Just, can that be our 5-minute break?
Sure.
Cool. All right then.
All right.
Okay, 5-minute break, folks.
Right on.
I don't have an intermission screen. I'll just take some messages. Hello, chat. I'm reading your messages.
Be right back.
You know what, chat? I have to feed my cat. Megan is very important. So I'm gonna be back. I'm seeing folks answering each other's questions. It's good. I obviously going to have to focus on the players while we're playing.
I'm back.
Hey, Shaz. Any questions so far?
No, not really.
Yeah. One thing I did not go over, it's also not in the beginner box, which I think it should be in the beginner box. And I'm going to have this be in the beginner box event, is hero points. Everyone currently has 1 hero point. You always have a hero point when you start a session. You can use it to re-roll a d20 roll. And also prevents death if you have a hero point when you would die.
So, how is it earned? Like every session, or when you do cool stuff, like
Cool stuff.
essentially inspiration and fifth edition.
Yeah. Whatever the GM decides. The usual reasons are creative ideas or really cool moments. Oh, for folks in the chat, I see your chat message, Guitar Guy Nick. Yeah, thanks. Some folks in chat are asking about Foundry. If you go join my server, which is the pinned chat message, there's a channel called Foundry VTT Help, and there is a pinned message, at least one, that shows all of the modules that me and one other person use. And I'm using, like, I don't know, I'm gonna let the chat see my modules. Have a lot of them. The ones that these are the ones that I have in my Forge account, and the check marks are the ones that are activated right now. Automated animations is a really cool one that has been giving us our spell effects and our bite animations. When you hover over a token and see some stats, that is Elandril's token tooltips. I like that one. Okay. So, we're all here, so let's keep going.
Right on.
Okay,
Yep.
Our fighter's in the front, so you should lead the way.
All right. Keeping that shield up.
Mm-hmm.
Sword out. I mean, the shield is the light source too, so.
Yep.
Okay,
Barrel here.
so there's a barricade to the north, and there's a passage leading to the west.
A barricade.
Yeah. The
Is it made out of barrels, making it a barrelcade?
you with the puns. What is it made out of? It's made out of wooden planks and part of a barrel. That actually is a relevant question. It blocks off this side tunnel, and the passage is now mostly natural. So something worked. Hold on. But this particular cavern looks like it. There was some work to level out the floor and to open up this cavern farther. The main passage to the west continues into the gloom. Someone was saying something?
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
I suggest that we go through this tunnel first before checking out this barricaded entrance, side entrance. I mean, like, I have a strong feeling that this is where we should go, but just make sure that there won't be impending danger when we try to break this barricade down. It will make quite a lot of noise.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how sturdy or well made does this barricade look like?
I'm checking a skill of yours. You believe that someone with special care, someone with crafting knowledge or thievery, could quietly take it apart. Otherwise,
Thievery, you say?
A wrong move can make it tumble and make noise.
I think I could get through there. But it's up to you guys. If you gents want to keep going, we can keep going.
All right. Let's peek around that corner first, then.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the passage continues into the distance. You see there, to your right here, there's a cliff leading to some, it looks like, you can't quite walk to the right there. It's like you'd have to climb this little slope here. But it looks like there's a pair of double doors. There is some room up ahead down here to the south. What do you want to do?
I could take a peek, but I might need a boost to get up there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll boost. John will boost Clayton up.
Okay. Well, we can do the aid check. You also have cooperative nature as your ancestry feat.
I do, yes.
So whenever you aid, you get a +4 circumstance bonus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why don't you do an appropriate skill? It could be athletics to give him a boost.
Okay.
It's about 10 feet up.
Athletics check, here we go. And then I got a +4 to this circumstance?
Right?
right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, how do I change the bonus amount? Huh.
I don't use that pop-up much. You have to change a number and you have to press a button to apply it, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. Ability, proficiency, public role, modifier. I've turned on a circumstance bonus. Not sure how to... Oh, there's settings. Always show this window before attempting checks.
Oh, for folks who are watching and want to follow this series, we're not going to continue on this channel. We're going to use the... No, actually, the beginner box will continue on this channel. But after that, we'll do Crown of the Cobalt King on my other channel, my side channel. And there's a link in the video description. Like, I call it the Discord community channel, where we also have events organized out of our Discord there. But the 5 campaigns I've been streaming are all there. They live there, not on my main channel. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was just thinking maybe I'll just...
For Bob.
I'll just roll normally and add
Sure.
4. Yeah, all right, let's roll it.
All right, that is gonna be 17. All right, you got a boost. You get a +1 circumstance bonus to your climb check, Clayton.
Okie dokie. I make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, when folks climb in this system, you have to have both hands empty while you're doing it.
Okay. I have a +1 circumstance bonus. 14.
Okay. That brings you 5 feet up. Feel free to roll again. We can still have that boost active.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Much better.
You get up, and this is a. This looks like an ancient wooden door with some. It looks like waves carved into its into its surface. Looks old.
These doors, are they locked?
There's a handle. You want to pull it?
Yeah, I'll try and open it, but can I do it stealthily?
Sure. You can try to do it as quietly as you can. And I assume you'll be holding your gun in hand.
Yeah.
By default.
Just in case.
Okay. Well, here, the ancient door creaks open. In this room is a ruined chamber. Mold and rot stain every surface. On the far side is a stone statue of a giant squid. Its tentacles reach toward an altar in the center of the chamber. Scum covers almost everything, but it has not touched the silver bowl sitting on top of the stone altar, and there is water in it that looks clear. Now, you guys see something that looks like it's religious in nature. Does anyone have the religion skill?
I do.
Do you want to twist up there as well?
Duh. You guys can.
I can help too.
Do a control click to do a blind roll.
Oh, for me?
Sure.
To
if
climb?
You want to recall knowledge about this shrine.
Oh, recall knowledge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll just be a religion roll, right?
Yes.
It's a blind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is a strange statue. It doesn't ring a bell for you.
Don't know much, friends. I don't think I've seen this altar and its symbols before.
Seems long forgotten except for that bowl. Did you say it was like silver or?
Yes. It looks like it could be valuable.
I think I might snag it.
You're like a thief. You just happen to have a gun.
That's right. I will approach.
Okay.
Very carefully. I can't really see much.
Yeah, your light source is in the back.
Gion! Shine the shield a little over to the left.
I feel like
Chat is
it'd be
saying
prudent
chug.
if I climbed up there as well. I'm going to try climbing up there.
Yeah, no.
I forgot the others needed to climb. Brother Kirill, are you you should climb too.
Brother Clayton, why not just open the door, man? Like, why? Try to open the door from the inside, man. Like,
and makes it with one check.
Alright, let's go. Leave me behind.
I'll pull you up.
Yeah, I can.
Alright, Brother Kirill, make a check. And if the aid
Alright.
is important, I'll ask for the aid roll.
Alright. Oh!
Okay. Roll again. You've gotten halfway up.
Okay.
Alright, you're good. So you're all level with this temple shrine thing.
Nah. I would like to examine the altar to see if there's any inscriptions rather than just
Right.
artifacts.
There isn't writing on it. It just looks like there's a lot of. It looks like the carving, the style of the altar looks like it's like the styling of the door. It's lots of curves. It's like you get a sense that it's trying to represent water, ocean waves.
All right, I'm gonna. Can I walk up to the altar and dip my finger in the clear water and taste it?
All right, you want to dip your finger in the water and then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see if it's just normal water.
Okay, you do that. It tastes like normal water,
Okay.
and it's slightly cool. It's like a little.
Okay.
It almost feels like it's a little cooler than the room.
All right, I guess I will try and snatch it with my thievery.
Like, quickly, like steal it from the octopus head that's staring down at you.
Absolutely.
Okay. You want to do a thievery check? That's quite I'm not. You're trying to steal it. You're trying to make.
Yeah.
It's kind of. Anyway, if you wanted to, if there's something sentient here, if you want them to not notice it, that's quite the difficult thing. I'm just pointing that out. The DC.
Or are you just trying
high.
to like grab it so fast that if there's a trap that will crush your hands, you don't get caught in it or something?
Yeah,
idea?
something like that.
Oh, okay. And you want to not telegraph your intentions. You're just gonna holster
Yeah, I'll
your
be like-
pistol and yeah. Okay.
Or do the Indiana Jones thing, like replace it with something
I
else.
could do that.
Like very quickly, yeah.
There like a brick somewhere, some sort
Uh-huh.
of like some
Okay.
rocks or something.
All right.
Try
There are some rocks outside. You could just outside the door. You can grab one.
All right, I'll grab something that feels like it might be the same weight.
Okay.
I'll do the switch.
Okay. The thievery is what you want. Do that check. And are you
Normal
taking
roll.
care about keeping the contents in the bowl?
No, if I can, I'll try and splash the water on Gion.
Okay.
You're just using me as the like potion
Okay.
guinea pig.
All right. So
Haven't seen.
you have a choice. Do you want to splash it on him?
Why not?
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right. You just kind of toss it into his face. All right. You now have an empty bowl, and
Out of character.
a rock
This is
is on
fun.
the altar.
I think in character he doesn't expect that at all. Like, what?
No, I'm just. Yeah, I'm just like Oh. Oh well. Oh well.
What the hell, dude?
I didn't see you there.
What in the nine hells?
Anyways, take this and I'll toss it to him.
It looks like it's
Thanks.
worth 3 gold.
Excellent. All right, now let's get out of here.
I need to put that in the. Is there a? I'll put it in. I'm gonna make an actor called a loot actor. Just call it party pool. This is like what I like to do. And treasure. Okay. Silver bowl worth 3 gold.
I guess it's a setting lore question. Where does Asmodeus rule over? Is it called Hell? Nine Hells? The pit?
I don't know. I think it's the lowest plane of hell, according to AD&D.
Carcerai? No, it's a different place.
All right, that party pool that I just put on the map, you should. Ooh, I don't know if you should be able to open it now. And there's the
Okay.
silver bowl that you can put in your inventory.
Okay.
This party pool is an actor, so it lives in the list of actors that your PCs are in the interface, so you can always access it. It's also a great way to, have a collective stash for whatever reason.
Sounds good.
And you hear, sounds like a door closing in the distance.
Door closing. Is it the one next to Gion?
No.
Like what kind
Which
of door?
direction does it come from?
Is it like a stone door, wooden door on hinges?
Your hearing tells you it's your two of you think it came from the south, and the other person thought he wasn't sure.
Well, let's get a move on.
Chad is disappointed you didn't drink it. They're saying chug.
It just tasted like normal water, so it's like, oh, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it tasted like something different.
You were hoping it was vodka or something?
I don't know what it would have been.
Could have been poison, could have been acid,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ballsy move. Alright. I guess we're hopping down. I guess if we're all over 5 feet tall, we can just, hang and then drop.
Sure.
If we want to simplify the process of getting down 10 feet.
Oh, there's now some chattering up ahead that Jahan is hearing, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. I did hear some.
Wow, there's ambient noises in this map.
That's cool. Guys, up ahead. Kobolds.
What is it?
Kobolds.
You sure?
Big K.
You see them?
Little K.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking at this they're trying to get this iron gate open over here, and you're not sure that they don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to do? Take them by surprise? You want
I
to?
think we should.
Yeah,
Alright, bud.
let's do that.
We're aiming to kill or just apprehend? What's our plan?
Do you want to question one of them and ask what they're doing down here? I mean, if
Do
you
any
want
of you?
to.
I've never heard this module. Do you guys all hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, it's chattering. Oh, they're banging the door. They're doing stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What are you guys saying?
I think we're gonna take them some surprise, but let's not kill them. It seems rude.
All right.
Let's kill all but one, so
All
that
but
we
one?
can do some. Yeah, we can do some interrogation. I mean, we need to know why they're down here and where they got fish, etc., etc.
Right. All right. Well, I'll jump out first. I'll be like, hands up.
All right. Well, this party, you're level 1. You don't have some feats that help with stealth. You all need to each roll a stealth roll. And by rule, it's a secret check, so because I'm streaming and I'm called the rules lawyer, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm looking at some stealth checks. They're just, trying to shake it open. They're really frustrated. Where's their perception? Oh, okay. Brother Kirill, you, there is a, you wear steel armor, right?
Yep, scale mail.
Yeah, you're able to
There's
get
a
these-
penalty. I think there's it mentions in the item description. There's a penalty check penalty. I think -2 check penalty for scale mail.
I see. Yeah, well, I was only asking because that is the sound that alerts them, and they stop what they're doing and look in your direction, and they immediately give out a yell and are now pulling at their spears. They look hostile.
Okay.
Do any of you know how to speak to them?
I do not know Kobold,
All right.
so I'll do my best to convey a message that is translatable across all languages. I'll just run at them and scream and just brandish my weapon like ah!
All right, they engage in conversation, doing the same. Okay, here we go. Roll initiative.
Yikes. All right.
And I think the everyone who's not Clayton is going to roll stealth for initiative. The way to do that is to in your character sheet, there's a drop down. Look for initiative on your character sheet on the left, and there's a drop down.
I see.
Yeah, change it to stealth this time.
So is it normally wisdom?
Yeah, perception. Yeah. Okay. Chat says, "Quick, who speaks Cobalt?" Someone says, "I speak violence." All right, I'm not sure how to turn off these ambient noises. They're just not quite appropriate anymore. Abandoned storeroom. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, Megan's here. Which is the sound effects? Ambient sound controls. Here we go. I'm going to turn it off. And here's my patented Megan cam. Sorry, I enjoy doing this. It also increases viewership.
I would like to see the baby.
Where did she go? Oh. Megan cam. Right. This is a very a multitasking stream. And I want combat music. I wish here we go. All right. Oh, I want the adjectives. Sorry, adjectives.
Moderate Kobold warrior.
All right.
Patient, active.
They all have to re-roll initiative unless you remember what they were.
I don't remember, and I'm just going to re-roll anyway. Okay. Impatient is, because there was a failed stealth roll, I'm going to say they had time to pull their spears out. And this impatient one is impatient, and is going to hide behind this cover. Well, actually stand behind this little pile of rock, and then throw a spear at Clayton.
Aha!
And 15 misses. And it's going to do a stealth check and try to hide from you, but using that cover. With this last action. 11 does not beat anyone's perception DC, so it fails. Moderate Kobold warrior is going to move behind here and also try to sneak first, try to hide first. So it will do a stealth check. It also fails. If it had succeeded, you would be flat-footed to this upcoming attack, and it's going to throw its spear. That is a hit, and that's going to be whoa! Straight in the chest, Clayton. 7 damage.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right. They had the first word, Clayton.
All right. So I'm gonna use 10 paces. So if it's my first action.
Oh yeah, as a gunslinger, he
Uh,
can step 10 feet as a free
Yep.
action at the beginning.
If it's the first thing I do, I can do it for free.
Yeah.
So I'll move over here. And then I will make an attack against the active Kobold warrior. Make a strike.
Oh, whoa, that was a big sound. Oh, that's a hit.
Just normal damage. Not great. I
Okay.
grazed him.
2 damage. Oh yeah, the grazed attack. Okay, cool.
And then
mhm.
with my reload, I will use my Reconnaissance reload, and I will make an intimidation check against the active Kobold.
All right. You don't share a language.
Demoralized.
Do you have intimidating glare?
I do not.
Okay. So this will be a -4 circumstance penalty, but you
And then
they
as
might
I'm
be
reloading
cowardly
him,
enough.
maybe, I'll glare at him and say, "That was a warning shot."
It looks at you alarmed. Its eyes widen.
Alright, so intimidation with a -4, eh?
Ah,
10, -4 is a 6.
yeah. Okay, that doesn't. I compare it to its will DC, and that does not succeed. So it's not frightened. That's your 3 actions,
Okay.
and your gun is not loaded right now. Oh wait, it is loaded because of Raconteur's reload.
So I moved for free, I made an attack, and then
You're
I
right.
and then I reload. So I still have another action.
Yes.
Um,
Wow. You have little action economy tricks here.
yes. And so
Very cool.
what is my movement? I think it's 25 speed, so I might just hide behind my other party members. And go one,
There's a question in chat. How are you getting +1 damage? That's a class feature for the gunslinger with firearms and crossbows.
2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be all my movement if I can move there. And I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Cool. Aw, Megan's being a model right now. She's like the ideal cat. Look at her. All right. Jahan. No, brother. It's your turn.
Yes.
Yes, has it been an hour? No, right? I don't think so.
It is currently. It was 8:30 when the guidance was cast, and is now, I would say, 10 more minutes. You'll be able to cast it again.
We can't wait. Okay, first of all, I am gonna use my first action to heal, cast heal on Clayton. I'm just gonna touch him as he walks by.
Still got like the spear in me.
So
Maybe that's why you're less intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay, heal. So there are 3 versions of heal. How many actions are you spending?
just one because it's a touch. It's gonna be just a touch.
Spending 2 actions makes it heal a lot more health. And you know what you plan to do this turn. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna touch.
Okay. Wait, you're in the back. Who are you trying to heal? Oh, not in the
Clayton.
back. Oh, Clayton.
I'm in
I
the
got.
middle.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I got
Yeah, Clayton-
confused.
Clayton
Clayton
moved, yeah.
retreated. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh. Oh well.
I'll take it.
All right.
Okay. Did that
All
spend a
right,
slot for you? Did it track it? Yes, it did.
Okay. Then I will actually move forward with my second action. I'll strike.
Uh huh.
Yeah, go and smack him.
What domain is our cleric friend? He is a cleric of Iomade and does not have a domain. He's a war priest right now.
Yep.
Yeah, not yet. Does not have a domain yet. All right, Brother Kirill
And
goes forth.
my third action, I'm gonna hit him.
Hit him with your longsword. Yeah. Ooh. That is a 24.
But it's not a crit.
Not a crit.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, roll damage. Okay, that
Darn.
is
That sucked.
well,
Yeah.
well, strength is, it's not your top stat.
Yeah.
I don't know why the music stops. I think it's playing a quiet track right now.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Yeah. Hold on. Edit sound. Okay. Next is Jahan.
John is very confused. Doesn't know if we're trying
Our
to.
viewers go up every time there's a fight. Show me math. You know what?
Gonna-
Plus ones and math and rolling dice gets gets a bad rap, but people like numbers
Right to
and
here.
violence.
Gamers love big numbers.
Yes. Okay, Jahan.
Okay. John will stride to here. And I don't know. He doesn't want to kill people. He's gonna try and punch the
Okay.
the active Kobold warrior.
All right. No penalty because punching is a non-lethal weapon, and you would need to release an item so you have a free hand. No, you don't. I get that back. I take that back. You can use your feet for a fist attack.
I'll kick.
Fist attack is a defined.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
kick
kick.
him.
Yeah.
He's the right height, so
He's the right height. That's true.
Yeah.
I'll make an unarmed attack.
It's a humane kick.
Yeah. Okay. Let's roll.
Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be a crit.
Punt.
Yeah. This is it's unconscious.
Oh,
excellent.
Okay.
critical damage. I feel so sleepy.
Yeah, and I see that it's still multiplying the total by 2. Hold on, I prefer the official option of twice as many dice and then add twice the modifier. Sorry, lots of things going on.
Right.
Was your turn over?
And then one last action, as that was a strike, unless releasing something from my hand is. Oh no, I didn't release anything.
No, you kicked.
Then I'll raise my shield.
Okay, there you go. The active Kobold warrior, is unconscious. It's less active.
I'm gonna have to
And
actually.
we're going to do the impatient one. The impatient Kobold warrior takes out a spear, has another spear, and it's going to attack Jahan with a melee attack. And that is a 21. And, oh, you know what, though? I have to walk this back. When it pulled out a spear, that has the manipulate trait. Interacting with something has the manipulate trait. And that's one of the triggers for your attack of opportunity. This roll does not count because we're moving back in time. Do you want to do an attack of opportunity, or do you want to, or not? Oh, is he here? I see a wine glass.
Sorry,
What
I
happened
had
to
to shift position. In real, I had to shift position in real life. Take a stride. Yeah, and I'm using a laptop, so I'm still able to connect. But I don't know. Last time I tried using up my reaction, I wasn't able to use my shield, so I'm gonna try this time to.
Okay. Okay. All right. It takes out its spear, and you preserve your reaction. Here comes an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay, that's a miss. And then it's going to do this. Hurried retreat. As one action, it's going to stride quickly 30 feet, and it has +2 circumstance bonus to AC against reactions triggered by this wind. Do you want to do anything?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's moving past you, which also...
It is Okay, I guess I will try to kick him.
You're such a reluctant fighter.
I
Hey, this is fighting.
I guess I'll kick him.
I guess I should kick him. Where is he on the map? I don't see him. The target.
Oh, that's because he's underneath this other person.
Oh, he's underneath the dude. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay.
I'm just gonna throw this guy in the corner.
Strike.
Ah, that is a hit.
Okay. Let's roll damage.
Okay, 7 damage. It is gravely wounded by that, and it continues its journey to the corner of the room. Moderate Kobold warrior is going to move here and take out a spear. How many spears does it have? It has 1 left. So what it will do is just going to take out a spear. And it looks like it is ready to strike somebody. So it looks like it's preparing to strike somebody. Clayton Brown.
Alright. 10 paces.
No, that's only on your first turn.
Oh, that's right. That's on my first turn. Okay, so this is just a normal move. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all my movement for that action.
Mm-hmm. This guy's kind of behind cover from where you're at. Just so you know.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go ahead and strike the guy behind cover, the moderate Kobold warrior.
Cool.
Make my first attack. Blam.
All right. Headshot. Okay, click that critical. Wait, do not click critical yet. Let me make it what I prefer, which is double dice. Yeah, it is double dice. Okay. Click critical button. Huh, it's not doing it. 22 damage is you blow its head off.
That's right. He peeks his little head up, trying to spot me.
Yeah. And for those wondering, it had used the ready activity with its last 2 actions. And it would have done... It was readying to strike somebody if somebody went into reach. You can spend 2 actions to ready 1 action, which can be outside and even in the middle of someone else's turn. You have another action.
Alright, I will reload.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try to intimidate the
Oh
last
yeah,
one.
and I'm going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus this time because of your
Cool.
of what just happened.
I'll turn to him and say, now, and I'll be like loading the bullet into the chamber. We can do this the nice way or the hard way.
Aha.
And I'll reload. That'll be my final action,
Okay.
ending my turn.
Intimidation check.
Yes.
Though, is this the same one you tried to intimidate before?
No.
Oh, okay.
The one I tried to intimidate is unconscious in the corner.
Oh yeah. So intimidation check.
And circumstance. It's only a +1, so I'll add.
It was readying for death. says Steph.
Let's roll. Okay, +6, and then it's +2.
Aw.
So it
Okay.
should be 11.
Okay, it still
Oh,
didn't
wow.
quite. The delivery was off. You still have a language problem issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Brother Kirill.
I'm gonna use my first action to do intimidating glare.
Okay. This is a skill feat. You don't care about lack of a shared language. Go ahead.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
You just stare at this kobold. Wordlessly. Okay.
Nah.
Alright, you guys need to work on
You
your
gotta practice in front of the mirror.
intimidation. Yeah.
We're just like, come on.
You're good at
Come on.
killing, but not
And it's
good
like-
at, making people afraid.
Damn it. All right. I'll just move forward and attack it.
Yeah. Okay. So, for viewers, they two players now try to impose the frightened condition, which is a great debuff. That's a hit. It makes a penalty on everything. It's like the exhausted condition in the new playtest for 1D&D. -1 to all their attack rolls, all of their save DCs. That's going to be 4 damage from your longsword, and this is a dead kobold warrior. Alright, you have defeated them.
Yeah.
Alright, that cleaned up that mess, and there's one unconscious still breathing in the corner.
Alright. Now they were trying to get in here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this door locked?
Yes, it appears to be. There is a keyhole here in this flat panel that covers whatever the locking mechanism is.
Okay.
It does not look. You have the thievery skill, right?
I do.
And with that extra money you got from your friend, you actually were able to afford thieves' tools.
That's right.
Yeah, this looks like something for you.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, so if you want to pick it, do a thievery skill check. Pick lock is a 2-action activity, and okay, 14 does not succeed,
14.
but it has no negative consequence. A critical failure would, but that was just a regular failure.
So I can't try again if that's it.
You could keep trying. There's no negative. Again, it's just a regular failure, so
Okay.
you can just click that thing a few times if you want.
I will try again.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
All right, that was a success. You hear the jumpers clicking. You need at least one more success.
Alright.
You can.
One more try.
All right, that is a
15.
success, and you are able to get the gate open.
Aha! I
All
still
right.
got it.
And behind it, let me describe to you what you see. This large room looks like it was once a storeroom. This was a cage or cell at some point, but now it's full of crates and barrels.
Well, let's take a peek. I don't have a crowbar, but I'm sure Jihan has the strength to do something about it, maybe.
I just punch it open.
Jahan will pick up sword. Oh, yeah, will take out his dagger and start prying open the crates.
Okay, that'll take a little time, and our hour has passed. You are no longer immune to guidance. It's gonna take about 20 minutes to look through them systematically. Do I do that? Are you gonna spend that time to look through them? About 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Alright. Okay. Well, this looks like it was worth it. You find 160 silver pieces.
Wow.
Uh-oh, I have to subtract? Oh, no, I don't. A gold ring worth 5 gold, and a short sword.
Lots of
That
loot.
Is, it looks very, finely made.
Things coming up short swords today. This is great. Look at all this treasure.
Do not look there yet. Do not look at that.
Not looking.
Yeah, okay, now you can open it.
Not touching you, not touching you. I'm touching you. Okay. Unusual short sword. Silver
Ooh, it's
pieces.
unusual.
And gold ring.
It is an unusual short sword. If you want, I can click distribute coins if you don't want to.
That's fine with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Let's split it even.
I'm just gonna make this gold ring into 5 gold. Okay. Okay. Alright. That is what you see. And you could spend 10 more minutes to try to understand this short sword. With its
Okay.
skill.
Yeah, can I use crafting to try and understand how unusual this short sword is?
Okay, do a blind roll.
Alright, I'll control and... Oh,
And sometimes the skill is a bit off of the chart. You know, it's not the best skill and can, have a higher DC.
Use crafting, control, roll. Blind GM.
Okay. You believe this to be a magical short sword with a +1 rune. You see some sigils that suggest that there's a rune on this weapon. Runes are how magic items, magic weapons, and armor work in this game. The rune that you find on something can be transferred in downtime to another weapon. So if you want, your longsword to be magical instead of a short sword, you can, during downtime, transfer that.
Got it.
But right now it's magical. It's a magical short sword with +1 to attack. It does not increase damage, but +1s matter a lot in the system.
Right. It's +5% to hit and +5% to crit, basically. Chance. So, yeah, I'm gonna say this is a fine sword, or it has I think it has a rune on it. Probably should use it.
That's
as long as we're down here.
find.
I'm gonna swap out my longsword for the unusual short sword.
Okay, so it's it has an average of 1 less damage, but you'll hit more often and crit more
Right.
often. Let's make it. Okay, so you can drag it in your inventory and deal with stuff.
Okay. See if I drag an inventory.
May I, in the meantime, take away the spear from the unconscious Kobold?
Sure. They have spears and leather armor. Oh, and they have fish, dried fish on them.
Well, it seems that these guys were, in fact, the ones who took all the fish from that poor lady's basement.
Hmm.
Um,
I suppose we should drag him back. Face justice.
Perhaps.
I mean, we can. Um,
A trial by jury. What did you mean by justice? What did you want?
I mean, we caught a person who stole from someone, so that means bringing them back to, at the very least, the person in order to, you know, have clan justice against them, unless that's not how things work.
I mean, I don't know if bringing this one to justice alone would suffice, because I think that there's more of them than just this one. What we do will not be sufficient. We'll need to possibly deal with the rest if there are many more.
Yeah, I'm with brother on this one.
So what is
As much as
brother
I'd like to,
proposing?
yeah, as much as I'd like to bring back them, but I think we should keep going.
DM,
Yeah.
will carrying this Kobold along with us, will bringing it along with us, have any like problems? Like, will we be overburdened or things like that? Because
Yeah, there's a
No,
rule
we're
for
essentially
how
just-
much. Someone in chat will know this. It says a small creature has a certain bulk, but you would need a sack to carry them. Otherwise, it's kind of weird because they're gonna wake up. You know. I mean, even a sack is weird because they're gonna wake up.
I mean, we've got a fine barrel over here.
Put him in a barrel, roll him down the hall. Yeah,
Yep.
it's good.
I mean, that is a good idea. We should do that.
Oh, okay. You want to like get a barrel out and it's
I mean,
not
the
full.
only
It's
other-
not that heavy, so you could like push it in front of the party. I guess it'll
Yeah.
be standing
I
on
mean,
its
I-
regular bottom. Is that the idea?
I had a more sinister idea, but the barrel's good. I was thinking just like, because I have rope, we can just tie it to like my back.
Mhm.
Use it as a meat shield of some sort. But
Raise Cobalt.
Kobold.
Yeah,
yeah. Does it add to like AC? I don't know. Like if I have a Cobalt like in front of me, like tied to my chest, does it add like 1 AC? I don't know.
It's awkward to carry them, and also you need their cooperation, you guys. He's not comatose. Unless you can think of something
The
else.
barrel then.
Yeah,
The barrel.
Stuff him in a barrel.
The barrel's still heavy. I'm gonna say that's
Roll it.
quite heavy.
Stuff him
Yes,
in
yes.
a-
Brother Jahan's legs are strong and capable. We can just kick it now as we move along.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you could just
suppose.
kind of like, you know, if you ever pushed a desk, like, as you're going through the dungeon.
I guess if it's unwieldy, the best idea is to just bind his hands and like drag him as a prisoner.
I mean, or we could just put him in this room that we just unlocked, and we could just lock it again,
Okay.
and he can't get out.
Oh, in
And
the little cell?
Yeah.
You literally done
Yeah.
like a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's essentially what this is.
Citizen's arrest for they did attack you. Wait, who attacked you? Kind of yelled at them first.
I yelled at them first. I tried to intimidate them, but they
We're-
weren't having it.
We're a vigilante posse investigating theft and using lethal force.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty bleak. All right, yeah, we can shove him in here, come back for him later, or not, and let him starve to death. That'd be kind of mean, but you know.
Justice is served.
I mean, we can take like the dried fish that his friends had, and then just throw it into the room with him, so that
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
yeah,
Well,
You're
lasts longer.
dehumaning.
yeah.
You know.
His last meal.
Yeah,
No,
you're
we may
humane
come back.
jailkeepers. You know, you can also give the corpse, the headless corpse, too.
All right. I like.
Okay,
the idea of
sounds like
just
you're locking
shoving
him up,
there.
right?
Just
Yep.
locking him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And-
I'll be back in 1 minute, but figure out your next course of action because it's not straightforward to me what you want to do next. So.
Okay. I need to dip away for a minute as well. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
I think there's another room right at the top, right?
Yeah,
Right here.
Yeah, it looks that way. There's also the barricade that I made.
Yeah, we'll
get through.
we'll go back there definitely. Do you need like money to replenish your bullets? Like, is that something that you need to do every time?
Yeah.
During
I
downtime?
have... Yes. We're not going to track how many bullets I have, but I do have to track how much money I'm spending. I think. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'd have to look at it. But I have like 17 left. So I should be
Okay.
okay. They're
I mean,
actually
like,
quite cheap too.
if Bob's okay, then you know that 5 gold from the ring, you can just take it, you know, like, because
All right, I'm back.
yeah. Bob,
What's up?
I was thinking that because Clayton has to like buy ammunition every downtime, like we can just keep aside some money for him. Like, I was thinking like the gold ring that we got, like the one worth 5 gold, we can just give that 5 gold to Clayton. Unless
I mean,
you have other things that you want to buy.
I mean, that's a lot. It's actually, I mean, the ammunition's quite cheap. I'm reading that Ronald said, I'm only asking people to pay for ammunition once at character creation, and we won't track them during the game. So, I'm not sure if I even need to do that.
One way that I've heard other groups do it, though I don't have experience with it myself, is to always have it whenever you adventure. You have a share of the adventure of the loot that is collective. So in our case, we would divide the money that we get 4 ways, and that extra share is kept in reserve for basically expenses that help the whole party. I don't know how that could be tracked game to game, though. So yeah, it probably is just a good idea to.
You could
Yeah,
I could
lend
create
money.
a second party loot actor, or you can have a journal entry that you can all edit. I only
Oh,
caught the
interesting.
tail end, but those sound like 2 options.
Oh, okay. Just as an idea.
Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, I suppose we try out this door that's right
Okay.
here.
Oh, and you're putting the Kobold in this cell.
Yep.
Okay, and you can lock it too. Okay. Oh, Jahan is going to be out.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants to open the door?
I'm kind of still nicked from that spear. Gian, take point.
Roll my
Oh, yeah.
eyes. Yeah, sure. Pick the kid.
Just
All
have-
right. Yeah.
Do you still have that spear in your chest?
Yeah, it's just like...
Serious?
Nah. I probably took it out at some point.
Uh-huh.
Do you want Brother Cairo to look at that for you?
I'll be fine. It's just
Yeah.
a scratch.
It's just a
Okay.
scratch.
I mean, I can try to look at it.
I mean, he already tried healing. I only got that 1 point.
Oh,
should be
I
okay.
need to remember to say this. So, people in the chat, like it if you have not yet. That's going to get this stream in front of more eyeballs in the algorithm. And also, I pinned a comment in the chat for my Discord server if you want to join the Beginner Box event we're going to have. We also need GMs, more people willing to teach it to other people. And also subscribe to this channel to hear about the next session, and then my second channel for when this becomes Crown of the Cobalt King. Okay, that was my... I'm going to annoy you guys with that one more time later. Okay, so you want to open this door. It looks like Jahan's on point.
Yep.
Okay, so you will kind of stow away the shield so that you can open this door. And you see a hallway, 15 feet long, leading to another door.
I'm gonna take out one of my torches. I'm not gonna light it. I'm gonna just toss it down that corridor
Okay.
and see if anything happens.
Alright. So you want it to land somewhere in that corridor.
Yeah.
Okay. So here in the middle. I assume... I didn't hear you. I'm just going to assume you want to throw it in the middle of...
Oh yeah, sure. In the middle.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. Alright. I'm wondering if I should check for traps or something like that.
Well, you're not defending now, so you could... I mean,
I could
or you could just say what you're doing. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'll
No reason not
defend and march forward.
Okay. As you approach, this floor looks a little suspicious, like it's a little higher
Interesting.
than the others. It also is a little more dusty.
Huh. I'm gonna get close to it and examine it.
Okay. You believe it is a pressure plate that will trigger something. But that someone with enough skill could try to jam it so that it's not activated.
What kind of skill?
Thievery.
Clayton,
Thievery.
I think this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Stand aside.
Standing aside. Ah.
You're in the way.
Ah. Awkwardly shove past each other.
Yeah, none of you are small. This is like big boy party. Okay.
Not so good.
Not so good. Well, you fumble with it, and you drop a tool, but it wasn't your best moment. It's a little embarrassing.
Just getting my bearings around.
Yeah, critically failing audiences when they break a lockpick or break a tool in there. So they need to have spare tools on hand. Oh, I haven't given any hero points, and this is a default rule. Every hour is the usual practice. You want to give a hero point to somebody. Every character starts with 1 hero point, and this is a resource you can use to re-roll a d20 check. You can also spend all of the hero points you have to prevent yourself from dying.
I'll give
And you
Clayton
earn
a
hero
point.
points similarly to how you get inspiration in D&D.
Okay. So I get a reroll?
You could, however, there was no. You didn't break anything of your tools there.
Okay.
Oh.
So I don't need to do that. I can just try again, or how's that work?
I'm sorry. You want to just try again? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not an. Yeah, you can just try again.
Okay.
There's a question in chat. If you break a tool, there's something called a spare pick that you can purchase for 3 silver. That basically makes it functional again. Well, you are fumbling with it.
Yeah, it's
you
not
are
going
just
well. It's
continuing
tricky.
to do it multiple times. Just it's a 2-action activity, so this is like a number of rounds in which.
Can I just cast guidance on Clayton and hurry up, man?
But it only works once
Hey.
per hour.
Has that hour passed? Because like when we started
believe it was.
the combat, it was 10
I
minutes
know.
to an hour, right?
You can do it now. I just want to make sure you know that you can't repeat it
Yeah. Yep.
soon. Oh, okay. Alright, so you're doing that. Meanwhile, he should just keep rolling thievery.
Yup.
But he's glowing very awesomely
I'm
in the
glowing.
meantime.
I'll add my guidance.
Alright, you are glowing as this happens.
Ah!
Alright. A little too much vodka. Does he drink a lot?
Sometimes.
Hmm.
Never on the job,
Nah.
but you know. Alright, I guess we just keep going. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, we don't need to. Sometimes it's just a series of checks. Difficult blocks take more successes, and
There we go.
okay, all right. You feel
taking a
like
few
you've
tries.
created a something that will prevent it from going downward and triggering something. You feel pretty happy with what you've done.
Yep, all in a day's work. What can I say?
Okay.
You could say it's good. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah, we're good. And I'll like test it. I'll like step on it.
I'm
All right.
expecting you to be like, you, Jahan, test it.
No,
Or you can get the Cobalt.
I could have done. Oh, the
No.
Cobalt. No, I trust my own work. No,
All right.
step on it.
You do it with the floor as you step back with your arms spread,
Yep.
and nothing happens.
All right. I try the door. Is it locked?
No. Do you want to open it?
I open it.
Okay. And the door glides open, and you see a long room. There are 2 stone statues of priests in the corners of this room, and they both face a towering statue of a man holding out both of his hands, palms up. In my hands I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception. You see a row of coins on the plinth. Find the deception using only 2 judgments, and receive my blessing. So this god, if someone has a religion skill, you might recognize this god.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, do a blind religion check. In the meantime, there is a. You're confident this is Abadar, the god of wealth and civilization and commerce. And there are
Yep.
9 coins that look like they are gold sitting on this stone table. And there are two, the statue is holding out two hands, palm upward.
Right. I guess, Brother Clayton, you may be able to distinguish the deception from the real coins.
Yeah, I know what plenty of coins look like. I'll look at them all and investigate. They do have gambling lore. So,
Okay.
I will use gambling lore.
Okay. This will be a blind check.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Blind check. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Alright. Blind. There you go.
Okay. You are confident that they look identical.
Oh, is this a weighing puzzle? I think I've heard of these before. Merchants like to use scales sometimes to measure out the weight of coins to make sure that they haven't been,
Yeah, it said it would
debased.
raise its hand. Whichever hand is greater, has the greater value.
Ronald?
Yeah.
I cannot see anything right now with my token. I mean, as in, like, I can see the map, but I don't see any of the other tokens.
Oh,
Never-
yeah, you're in the other room, I think.
I think your
And-
token's not on.
Oh, is
that.
it?
Yeah, your token got stayed behind when we went into that room from
Oh.
my perspective.
Okay.
The door got closed, so you lost
Oh.
all light.
Alright.
I think I clicked on that door a couple times. That might have been me.
Alright, I'm in here. Alright.
All right. That was the greatest challenge. All right.
Well,
Okay. No, I have heard of this puzzle before. I think. If you take, and I'm gonna arrange the coins into 3 sets of 3.
Okay.
And I say, thinking out loud. Now, one of these groups has the fake coin in it, so it's going to be a different weight. So if I take these two, and I just pick 2 of them at random, 2 of the 3 piles.
Piles. Hmm.
If I put them in his hand and they're equal, that means that these both don't have the fake coin in them. It means that it's in that one,
right.
right?
Okay.
So I'm going to take those 2 piles, put them in the hands.
All right.
But if one of them's lighter than the other, then that is the set of 3 that has the fake coin in it.
Okay.
A dwarf showed me this once.
All right. Do you see the camera?
Yeah.
All right. You put 3 in each hand, and this hand rises.
That's the lighter one. So the fake
No.
coin.
It said that the greater would.
Oh, the great
go
value
up.
gets risen. Oh, okay. Okay, so the fake coin is in the lower hand. If they were,
Okay.
and I grab that pile.
That has 3 coins.
Yeah, the pile has 3 coins. Now we're going to do the same thing again, except this time it's 1 coin, 1 coin, 1 coin from this pile of 3. So one of these 3 is going to be the fake coin. So I'm going to take the first 2.
What do the other characters think? Jahan must look like some super genius.
After he's distinguished which pile has the fake coin, I'm just gonna slowly just...
Put them in your... You're slowly taking the real coins.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta keep them away so that we don't get mixed up.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And, alright, so if these 2 are equal, that means that they're the real coins and the one I didn't test is fake. But if one of them is lower than the other, that means that one's the fake coin. So I'm gonna take those 2 individual coins
All right.
from the pile.
Okay. So you take 2
And-
of the 3.
2 of the 3,
Uh-huh.
and place them in the palms.
All right. One hand goes up.
One hand goes up. That one's the fake coin. I point to the lower hand.
All right. You hear stone grinding against stone in the corner, and let me see if this it sounds like some kind of stone door is opening over there.
Oh wow. Hopefully this isn't a trap to kill people who have like figured out the puzzle.
This is not the Tomb of Horrors. Yep. Door open that was not open. That did not even look like it was a door. It would just look like a wall before.
Do we keep the
I think I just said a poem.
Interesting.
Do we have 8 gold coins now?
Yes, the other coins are, they just were where you... They didn't disappear, they're just there. You can pocket them.
Absolutely.
I think that's what Clayton was doing.
And the one that was fake fades away.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to add 8 coins here to this party pool.
Thanks, Abadar.
Yeah. I'm sure his worshippers, thank him a lot for money. This small chamber has an old wooden chest emblazoned with the symbol of a key, which Brother Kirill recognizes as the holy symbol of Abadar. Behind the chest is a massive contraption of gears and pulleys that look like the inner workings of some unseen device. It's like you see the pulleys and the little, what you call it? The bands, like, leading to an unknown place to the north. Behind the wall.
Perhaps I believe. I can only speculate.
Alright. Let's see. You hear, to the north, as your light seems to be shining through some slits that seem to have illuminated a room beyond. Wait, actually, this room, is it illuminated? Let me see. No, I think the module is incorrect. I don't think there's a light source in here. It's not perfect, folks, audience. So yeah, you do create a noticeable... You hear kobolds to the north.
Got it. I hate to ruin the fun, but I do have a hard out.
You have what?
Gotta go. I have a hard out.
Oh,
in terms
okay.
of schedule. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, let's say this. I do have a completely crazy schedule right now, and I would be happy to break now. I predict that we would need actually 6 more hours. So, why don't we check in? It might mean 2 more sessions of this length.
Okay.
And in terms of the terms in my email, nothing's changed there. I just want to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any thoughts and impressions you guys have so far? Let me of anything that you've seen so far, because the 3 of you on my right have not played Pathfinder 2nd edition before.
Oh, I've played a little bit.
Okay.
But not a lot, and I wanted to understand the beginner block. No, I'm not familiar with these tools in Foundry, and they're really cool.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What about other folks? Henry.
I didn't know what I was doing, but character creation was kind of fun.
Uh-huh.
And I think the module is pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
I like how open it is. Like you don't need to study it like other modules. Because I've run 5th edition modules before, and they're very detailed. And how specific your house is supposed to run it. It's like you have to read like the whole entire adventure before you can run it. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of well, this is not a typical adventure, for one. At first, Paizo's adventures tend to give more support for the GM. You don't have to read it all in advance.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't see that advice in an adventure path even, which is like the 6-volume series. This, though, you can kind of see it in what's happened so far, is kind of a linear adventure.
Yeah,
And-
I noticed that with the layout of the dungeon.
Yeah,
It's pretty much a straight line.
kind of. Except you did walk past something.
Yeah, there are some deviations, but
But that was the only one.
yeah.
So, yeah, my experience running Tomb of Annihilation is that you get this, like, sandbox, but it's hard to... A lot of the connective tissue between this location, how to get them to this location, or, you know, why you might want to use an NPC to set up something in the future, a lot of that's kind of on you. Kind of need to, you know, look at the puzzle pieces that they've laid out and figure it out how it comes together. Yeah, most people generally say, yeah, it's a much easier to run a module, even beyond the beginner box, the higher level things, the adventure paths, by the ones that are written by Paizo. And Paizo has the Abomination Vaults is a mega dungeon, and it's kind of a sandboxy dungeon, and it has a town that is, what am I trying to say? It's been very well received. I would say it's the best received 2nd edition adventure path, and they're releasing a 5e version of it in a couple of months.
Very cool.
Which, so that's a chance for a lot of the D&D audience to see what Paizo's adventures are like. And that one, all of the other adventure paths, you can kind of run out. You can definitely run... I feel I can run Bloodlords, which I'm going to be launching tomorrow on this channel, which is a 1 to 20 adventure path. Just reading the campaign overview of what each of the 6 volumes are, and then reading the player's guide, which is something that players can see, which also gives them a good amount of information about the setting, some expectations of tone, and some advice for building their characters. That's a free PDF online. I read that, and then the 1 chapter, which is like 12 pages, and I feel like I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
This adventure's
like it
been
so far.
a lot of fun as well. But like I said,
Bob has
I'll
to go.
And
Okay.
but like and subscribe this channel.
Yeah.
Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. But
All right, Bob.
carry on.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I'll see you probably next week.
Yeah, see you
We'll
next
talk in the Discord server.
week. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. And Shaz, anything you want to say?
Nothing. I think the rules were easy to understand. As a player, I had no trouble, like understanding the rules. They were very straightforward. I guess like coming from 5e, like some things have changed, like the way I think about, attacks and spells.
Yeah.
But I think that's normal for anyone who's like, trying out a new system that you are not familiar with. And so like those adjustments can be done, and I think it's easy for anyone who wants to pick it up. And those who want to buy the beginner box, get it.
Here's the
everything is there. Everything's in the beginner box. I actually have the beginner box myself.
I mean, when I say you
It's
can play it
all-
out of the box, they actually did like focus groups, I think, with teenagers, and they're like playing within minutes. And it has.
Wow.
Here's the. They don't need to read any rules. They could just work off the sheet, and explains the attack of opportunity and shield block, and then there are also these reference cards that show you, ways to spend your 3 actions, and the most important, the most used rules. So it's very cool.
Where could I get a beginner box? Do I have to order online?
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned this. I meant to do this. Paizo's blog post. Yeah, you can get it on Paizo's website. But also read Paizo's announcement about the Orc license, the new system-neutral open gaming license, because it's an important move for people to not have to, for publishers to not have to be worried that Wizards will take their money. And it also has a promo code, 25% off of buying the beginner box or the core rulebook.
Very cool.
I think it's called just Open Gaming. I think that's the promo code.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if they might have it, because I remember getting the starter kit for 5th edition at like a Barnes & Noble somewhere, so I was wondering if there's... I suppose I could just go to my local gaming shop, see if they have it.
Yeah. Local gaming shops should have it. I don't know about big box stores, though.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Guitar Guy Nick says, mention every creature comes with a player's guide. All right, the two of you should do whatever you want. I'll talk to you guys about scheduling. I want to hang... I think chat... You can hang out, too, if you want. I'm just going to field a few questions from chat.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you guys later.
See you later.
Yep, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Oh, I also take Stream Elements tips. Support my efforts. Any questions people have for me? If not, I will just log off and then prepare for my... I have another session, you guys, tonight in 1 hour. We're going to finish Hell's Rebels. We're at level 15, and they're in the middle of the final battle that we thought we would finish last week. But yeah. Anything... I think maybe I just scared people from asking questions. Now people are going to be polite and not ask questions. Cool. So people are talking about how to get the beginner box. Yep, it's excellent. It is the best way to learn the system. The core rulebook is a reference. It's not really meant to teach or learn the game. Thanks, Axum. Yes, Hell's Rebels is great, though it was a lot of, converting monsters because it was made for 1st edition. But it's a great story. It's a revolution. It's a revolution campaign. Unliving Luke, you're welcome. Says thanks for streaming. Oh yeah, Adam Busenbarek mentioned Sirenscape, which I have. I'm just still haven't figured out how to make it be part of a stream. I had a digital cable, but it was not doing what I wanted it to do. Okay. All right. I see no burning questions in chat. So everybody, if you haven't yet, please press like. That will get the beginner box in front of more eyeballs. If you were like me and are fired up by recent events, this was a lot. This is kind of like what a lot of people are looking for, a tutorial like this. And also join my Discord server if you want to play the beginner box. Even if you've seen this stream, if you're polite about not spoiling anything, and also get to make some new friends, of course, and onboard into the drop-in shared, the drop-in play system we have on my server called Endless Tale Tavern, where there's some adventures at level 10 now. You can just join this Discord server, which is discord.gg/ruleslawyer. What else? I think that is all. Oh, and this beginner box stream, ring the bell on my channel if you want to get notified about the next stream. We're probably going to do a similar time next Saturday. And then in the video description, you'll see the link to my side channel. Check that out and see the streams there. We have Fist of the Ruby Phoenix, which will stream 15 hours from now. Yes, I've been busy. We're at level 14. If you want to see level 14 Pathfinder 2nd edition play, there's Fist of the Ruby Phoenix on my side channel. So check that out. That's it. So if there's no questions. Yep, that's it. Oh, another thing about joining my server for Beginner Box Weekend, which is February 2 to the 6th, is we're organizing like character workshops where you can talk to other people. There's just a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of people fired up by recent events who want to help people learn Pathfinder. From my stream yesterday, we got, I think, 40 people last time I checked who signed up to be GMs, and we had 83 players. So we're actually looking for more players. We have a player shortage right now for the event. So there's going to be more than enough people who can help you build. You can choose to do a pre-generated character, one of these, or make a custom level 1 character with the help of people willing to help you. So that's it. Okay. Continue the chat on my server. I don't know if this chat shuts down when I stop streaming. So anyway, Megan and I say bye. See you later.